On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in. On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jameis going to look to throw right away. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 16. Singletary to get the drive started. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer. I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there. Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not real. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant pass passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Singletary again. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To the air again with Winston. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And got his man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are once again back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and it came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Winston now from the 50. Another catch for Tate. And some space here. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Auden Tate doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The motion man is Tate. On 2nd and 15 now. Winston. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now Winston on 4th down. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Singletary trying the left side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 104 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They run it with Balaj. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 70 as his guys have now moved out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. third down. He'll drop to throw. This is caught by Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down throw for Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, third and long.
They'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Fourth down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third.
To throw, Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
67 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing, Winston. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The man in motion is Tate. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston caught right side, Tate. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Winston. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Touchdown! Justin Ross, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it.
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mills. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Following the interception, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Jameis now on first down.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll throw again. Winston.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. From the red zone now, Winston. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Saints! Adam Troutman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Another catch for Tate. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Texans 52, Saints 49.
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll run here with Balaj. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
The 20. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
69 yards.
And the Texans get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And that flag accepted.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Tate. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Winston.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. They find some open field here.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give, Singletary right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On the give, this is Singletary. And some room to work. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play fake. Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down.
In motion right is Thomas. First down, Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first and 10, Winston. And Thomas has it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. To the air again with Winston.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, third and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down.
And he is going to have the Saints first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
One last shot now for Winston. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans come up with a late turnover that it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.